So they're growing money. Is it an earned system? Are they just going to give away money in the form of cryptocurrency? I guess we'll find out. All right. Welcome back, everybody, all of our followers. Thanks for tuning in to another 10-minute eye test Wednesday. I'm here with my good comrade, Carmelo. How you doing, brother?
Well, my hand just force ghosted in and out of the frame. I'm doing good.
That beautiful crypto pump you had back there. And so this week we're diving into kind of a funny one. Just noticed this one popped up today. It looks like it could be any number of things. I'm not really sure what it is, but I did see they have a big following. We're talking about CashTree and the CashTree token. Carmelo, do you know anything about this? Because it's the first time I'm hearing about it.
I think all I know about it is it's from Indonesia. That's it. Oh, I think I saw something on CryptoRank about it, but I'll let you go to CryptoRank first, and then we could read it together. But I don't know much about it, so yeah, to answer your question, this is a complete mystery to me. CashTree, I can make my guesses that they're giving away money. It's some sort of earned ecosystem.
It's a funny one. And maybe. So, I think what we can do is maybe start the clock after just taking a quick look at this. But CashTree is the largest mobile advertising platform. So I'm not really sure what that means. And it looks like they're raising $150K. They've got a bunch of social links here. They've got an IEO on Bybit and nothing else. With a initial market cap of over 600K, fully diluted market cap of 16.5. That's, nothing to laugh at. So, yeah. I mean, well, yeah, I guess like kind of, right in the middle of the range, but definitely not nothing crazy that we've seen. So I'm interested to see what this is about. I like this idea of CashTree. So they're growing money. Is it an earned system? Are they just going to give away money in the form of cryptocurrency? I guess we'll find out. You want to make a prediction?
Well, it says the largest mobile advertising network, which I think that's pretty easy to verify. I don't think they're the biggest, or else I would have heard of them before. But yeah, it's an interesting one. I don't know. Maybe I feel like there's some kind of way for the users to earn payouts with the CashTree token, maybe renting out space or watching advertisements.
Oof.
Getting paid to watch advertisements, maybe. I'm not sure. I hate that idea. Like, that's so dystopian, melting your eyeballs for
I hate this watch to earn idea, because I think very quickly it can devolve into people just like watching as many advertisements as they can for money. And I don't know, maybe that's what advertisers want. It inflates their numbers, but that would be really disappointing. The world's the largest mobile advertising platform. I think you're right. Like, you can verify that very easily. I wonder what it is though, and I wonder why they're launching a token. To be honest, I have no clue. So I guess we can just go ahead and dive in. What do you think?
Yeah, let's find out. I mean, I was just gonna say, typically Bybit, I think their IEOs do a fair bit better than some of the other centralized exchanges, but we'll see.
Without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and start the clock. 10 minutes going now. Boom. And then here's the website. Okay. You want to take a crack?
Embark on your free crypto journey. Okay. No upfront investment. Earn, trade, and thrive in the crypto world with CashTree token. I don't understand. Based off that call to action. All right, download the white paper. It seems like a better, more appropriate call to action would be that button on the top right, the Google Play download. So you want people to download your app. I don't know. Is that a video below? Because I'm absolutely confused on how you can earn money and trade with not having put any money into it in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
sounds like a Ponzi.
I don't know. Maybe it is a watch to earn program where people can earn and then trade. But yeah, here we go. The utility, the power of choice.
Okay, you can trade your tokens just like every other token.
Okay, I didn't learn a whole lot in this. Like, do you have to buy the token to be able to redeem vouchers with the token and then trade the token? Are they creating like a sort of just like e-commerce one-stop shop where everything's transacting the token?
Maybe. I mean, it's not clear. I mean, the video was not bad quality, but
okay, so there's a CashTree app. You can engage with the CashTree app, accomplish tasks, and earn CTT, which is the CashTree token, no investment necessary. And so, maybe they're bringing in some form of crowdsourced marketing or advertisements by like bounty hunting, accomplishing tasks, proof of marketing, and then earning the tokens to do so, which it can be okay if they're like offsetting those token rewards with revenue coming in from advertisers or the platform in other ways.
Yeah, it's not the worst idea. Like product reviews and other sorts of things. I mean, it's a little bit of a gray area. I'm not a big fan of paying people to market for you. I mean, unless they actually work for you, but paying people that don't actually know what you're doing, it's kind of disingenuous. Sorry. So they don't know like what they're advertising, and it's very inorganic and low quality.
This is a good
usually.
point. And you end up usually flooding crypto Twitter and other places with a lot of like really, really crappy content. One thing I'm seeing here, the crypto launchpad. So the CashTree app also has a launchpad. That's kind of degen and like product market fit. I'm not really sure if they've considered that. Doesn't seem like it makes sense.
Well, I think a lot of projects started as something completely different, and then they lazily stapled a launchpad to it. So maybe it does fit.
Yeah, this is true if they're going like full degen. So we've got, you can earn the token, participate in app activities, all without investing a dime. Start your crypto journey, regardless of your familiarity with the crypto space. So maybe they have some sort of crypto education platform, varied redemption options. So you can redeem your token for shopping or discounts. They're trying to create like a closed loop economy where their users won't be exiting this ecosystem. They won't be claiming their tokens and dumping it. Get ready to take CTT on global crypto exchanges upon listing. I mean, yeah, they're launching on Bybit. That's a global exchange. Yeah.
It's a hell of a utility you got there.
Seamless conversion. So CashTree Point to CTT easily within the app. It seems like this can all exist without a token, huh?
I don't know. I mean, they have crypto education there, it says, so maybe they're going to pay people to take lessons on their platform or consume their educational content. Yeah, I mean, I don't see, if not a token, maybe like a centralized off-chain point, right? Like sounds kind of like a loyalty
it's kind of weird,
system.
Right? It sounds like they're building a massive loyalty program that's got like way too many moving parts, but maybe we could learn something from the white paper. So let's dive back into the white paper and see what we got. And boom, 34-page white paper, custom branding. This looks nice, right?
It's
it looks professional.
Nice.
Okay, so what do we got?
Yeah.
A lot of pages. Maybe we can figure out what's going on with the token. Here we go. Okay, but first, before we do, let's see if we could figure this out. CashTree is the #1 and most reliable advertising platform in Indonesia with over 20 million user base. With CashTree's long history and experienced team members in Indonesia, they've gathered comprehensive data, and then through CashTree data, the relationship among MAU, cash out, and revenue has been proved. So they have traction, they've got revenue, they've got a massive user base. I guess they're already advertising and marketing, and they've got like some volume. They've got some money being transacted in this app.
So what I've gathered so far is that they claim to have the largest mobile advertising network in the world, but now it says Indonesia. So by the transitive property, Indonesia is the entire world. But Seems like, they have good traction there. I've never heard of it, but I'm not from Indonesia. But, this could be the same as like Amazon getting into Web3, like for Indonesian people. And I understand the token aspect based off what I've seen so far. Like, it seems like a nice way to facilitate adoption and get people into crypto in an organic way. Maybe it doesn't need a token, but having a token can help them with that goal a little bit easier. But I'm not sure. Like, it doesn't really have a strong use case for the token.
Well,
from
maybe
what I've
this,
seen so far.
if this is similar to like, an e-commerce store or like, Amazon, for example, launching a token as part of a user loyalty or promotion program, like that's something I think I could hop on board with. I think you and I have been very, very big advocates of, cryptocurrency-based loyalty programs for travel companies, for airlines, for anything like that. And the benefit there is that you can earn what you would otherwise earn, like, on off-chain points, but you can earn cryptocurrency for being a loyal member, for transacting. And then if you choose to do so, you can monetize that. You can dump it, you can sell it, you can liquidate it and get some cash back. And otherwise you can maybe swap it or trade it with somebody else. So I think it's a pretty decent use case if that's what they're doing with it. It sounds like that's what they're doing with it.
Yeah.
Aimed at enhancing user engagement, participation, and the overall user experience. And so if they bring this in with maybe some NFTs, people can create sort of like profiles based on the data collected on their consumer behavior. That can be pretty cool. I mean, it's not like it's not already happening on a lot of these platforms, but there's not a lot of transparency behind it. This might just be bringing on some like, immutability, some transparency, and a little bit more transactability in their point program or cryptocurrency loyalty program, which can be pretty dope.
I mean, maybe it does make sense to have that launch pad because they're trying to create or transition their already existing strong community into a Web3 community for the benefit of everybody. So by having a launch pad, for example, they're positioning themselves to make money in a new way. They can launch projects straight to their community. They trust each other. And then, boom, they have a built-in audience that's solid for any launches they want to undertake.
I saw it was built on the Mantle network. Typically what we've seen with loyalty programs that incorporate cryptocurrency, that usually follows like a company building a cryptocurrency payment system. And so if this is like the Indonesian version of Amazon or Lazada or whatever, and they do accept cryptocurrency payments, that can be very cool. Diversify the portfolio a little bit. At the same time, there can be some financial risk in building a cryptocurrency-based loyalty program. And if there's a lot of volatility in this on-chain asset, and the on-chain asset, this cryptocurrency like CTT token, can be accepted as a form of payment for goods or services, then, they've all of a sudden created an incentive for individuals to create more volatility, maybe manipulate the market, maybe time the market in trying to use that as a currency on their platform. And so it might be a way for people to get massive discounts if they could scoop up tokens at a huge discount.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if that's how it works, but we have no idea. I mean, there's no way we could figure this out in 10 minutes, just reading some of the white paper, how that reward system mechanism works. But yeah, I don't think this is so much in Amazon or Lazada. It seems a little bit different, but the way it interacts with e-commerce sites, it's kind of like a third party that interacts with those. And I think the first thing I would look at personally is I would like to learn more about CashTree because it's a pre-existing business. It apparently does very well for itself in Indonesia. So I would like to learn, what they're all about, how long they've been around, and why they've chosen to go the Web3 route instead of maybe scaling to other Southeast Asian countries and beyond. If they have something going well for it, maybe it makes sense to scale horizontally.
That's
not
a really
vertically.
good point. And it would be interesting also because I'm unfamiliar with CashTree. I'm not really sure what exactly the application is. It would be great to look into it. Knowing that they have 20 million users, they're well established in a country, I think merits a deeper dive. And so maybe taking a look at the team, seeing what they've built so far, maybe even researching some metrics on revenue figures and sales figures, and seeing what kind of products do they sell. It might be an issue of penetrating into markets that already have massive competitors, or like oligopolies or monopolies. Like I know Lazada is big in Vietnam and Thailand. It'd be very difficult to break into those markets if they've built a competitor like that. If it is something simply for like marketing or advertising, it might be a little bit different. But I think just based on the traction, based on that white paper, and just my own personal passion about cryptocurrency loyalty programs, I think I'd like to look a little bit deeper. I'd be very disappointed if this was just like a massive drop shipping economy. That would be hilarious, though.
No, I don't think it's that. But you know what it did remind me of? I think you know what I'm talking about. A few years ago, Thailand, we were living in Thailand. The whole nation was swept up in this fervor about this stupid app that you download, and you smash the same button 100 times a day, and then you just get money. But you have to put $1,000 of your own money into it, and then you smash the button X amount of times a day, and then maybe you tell some friends about it, and then you get some people, underlings underneath you, and then you can get your money out, and then you feel good. And that's basically a Ponzi scheme. And then everybody, one day they shut it down, and all these people got their money trapped in there and lost forever. And it kind of reminded me of this, like, they called it the same thing. It looked kind of like Lazada, like a Walmart version of Lazada, dollar store version. So, and people were just smashing on it, and they really thought it was going to work. And I mean, I'm not saying CashTree is like that, because it's obviously a reputable brand in Indonesia. And I would be wondering if it's privately or publicly owned, like if this is like a publicly traded stock in an Indonesian stock exchange or Southeast Asian stock exchange. I'm not sure how, but yeah, I think it's interesting to see such a large, Indonesia is massive. There's 400 million people there. So it's no joke. Like this is a big company. And they're getting into Web3, so this is a victory for everybody.
Yeah, and I mean, they've got like 1 million influencers on Bali alone that they can hopefully shill this token with. So we'll see how this does. I think the IEO just ended today, but that's a great point. I don't think this is like that Ponzi scheme that you just described with that app in Thailand. I think that's a surefire way of like completely tanking your company within a week. But yeah, I think it'd be interesting to check out like what is it they're doing, and why do they really want the token? Let's be honest here. If this is a big company, and if they are like a sort of major e-commerce player in Indonesia, they didn't do a really great job of describing what the token is used for. I think it would have been much better if they were clearer about like, this is part of a loyalty and rewards program, and you can do all this stuff. Instead, they listed like 17 utilities that just seemed like completely unconnected in any way. And like hope that it was like the shotgun method, hope that someone would like find a common ground in something and say, okay, I like that. I think it'd be better to go to market with, some sort of like holistic narrative. Like, this is part of our promotion loyalty program. There's a bunch of stuff you can do with it, but instead of points, it's crypto now. That's a cool story, I think.
Yeah. One thing that I just realized, like, I don't know if that's their main website or not, but there was no information of team or anything. And if it's a truly successful company, I didn't see anything about team. Maybe we just didn't see it. It's not their fault. They put it there. But that's one thing I'd be curious to see, is who's building this out. And,
I think like maybe if we took a look at the white paper again, we might find that at 34 pages is a massive white paper. I think we only got to like page 10 with the token stuff, but I'm sure it might be in there. If it's not, that'd be very concerning. But like a company with 20 million users, and one of the largest e-commerce platforms in Indonesia. If our assumption is right, those people should be doxxed 100%.
Yeah, and just by virtue of what you just said alone, it's the largest in Indonesia. I think it warrants, at least for me, a deeper dive. Like, I'm not going to dismiss this as some project undeserving of my attention just yet. I would like to look at it a little bit more, but I didn't love what I see. I'm not super excited about what I saw so far, but yeah, I would research it a little bit more and look more into CashTree, as you said. But I have a spicy question for you. Maybe it's not that spicy, but where do you think this sits after 2 weeks?
Do you mean like the token price?
To the truth. How many X's? Because token price. What's from the launch price? We can check that.
So the launch price is the launch price is 1/3 of a penny, so 0.33 cents. Okay. 2 weeks from now, huh? You know what? Like, I don't think we can make an educated guess based on the 10 minutes that we looked at. But this is a spicy question because, a lot of people do like 10 minutes of research and they try and figure out if the token's going to go to the moon or to the floor. So, I say with the current market, I say this is going to go down about 50%. We're going to see maybe like 0.1516 cents. Just because, I'm like a data nerd and I'm always looking at launch data, token price, etc., trending the markets. And that's kind of like the average that I've seen over the past few months is like after a couple weeks, nothing like outstanding, spectacular project seems to be doing that well. And they seem to go down in price roughly half. So that's my spicy take on the spicy question. What do you think?
It's an interesting. I like the way you said that. I tend to agree, but I want to be contrarian. So I think I'm going to go with. Before I say, you have to like and subscribe and do all the things. Comment and give us your thoughts too, because we want to see. Maybe there's a prize involved for whoever's closest in the comment section. If there's anybody, I'm going to say. I think. I'm going to be bold and say 2.5x.
The complete opposite. Okay. Well, and this is...
I'm gambling on the people of Indonesia being rabid crypto lovers. Like they're just waiting for the right project to like debut to the people. World. Maybe this is it.
So it seems like we've got a disagreement on two fronts somewhat. I think the price is going to go down a little bit. You think it's going to go up a little bit. At the same time, it doesn't make sense, right? I'm pretty enthusiastic about the fundamentals of this project and what it could be and what it could mean. So I'm more interested in reading through the white paper, checking out the team, checking out the socials, and also doing some research on what CashTree's done so far as a company. So I'd say I'm more enthusiastic than you. You didn't seem so much, but like overall, I think we have consensus in like saying we would probably dive deeper. So yeah, 2 thumbs up, CashTree.
Yeah, well, you and I both know that an amazing company can have poor token performance and vice versa. So especially in the first 2 weeks, it's kind of a joke competition for everybody that doesn't realize or understand that, it's almost impossible to tell unless there's heavy manipulation. So we're just giving our best guess. Obviously, there's no way for us to know. We're just kind of hoping one of us is right or wrong. I hope they do well just because I want to see everybody do well, as long as they're not bad people in the space. But yeah, let's see how we can check in 2 weeks from now and see how they're doing.
Hopefully, I think this is a good point everyone should remember. Many times token price is not a reflection of the fundamental strength of a company, especially in these early stages. So we'll see what happens. I forgot to mention, like putting the investor hat on. If this is a token for a loyalty and promotions program on a platform similar to Lazada or Amazon or what have you, I don't think I would invest in something like this, but might be interested in buying some off the open market at a discount if it meant I can buy some goods and services at a discount. That seems like just good consumerism. So, yeah.
Or maybe equity in CashTree.
Not a bad idea either.
Not a bad idea.
Let's go.
But token, maybe not the best investment to invest in Sky Miles.
Yeah, I'm not going to invest in Starbucks gift cards.
As we always say.
All right.
Bye.
Well, there you have it, guys. Another 10-minute eye test in the books. Thanks so much for watching. Again, make sure you like and comment on the video if you have some ideas of your own, some interesting or hot takes. We love the spicy takes, and also some suggestions for projects that you think we should take a look at. Again, this is Carmelo and Sasha from Arcanum, and see you next week. Ciao.